Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be working on a Harley Davidson tank. Customer brought it in, he's got a scratch on the top. Got to take the emblem off. Just going to tape half the tank off. Just going to worry about this side. He doesn't want to do anything there. We're just going to buff up some scratches or whatever over there. But here's a good size scratch here. I'll show you what we got. So what we're looking at is a scratch right about here. I don't know, can we get in on that? Yep, there it is. Not too bad, but he wants it taken care of. Not a dent or anything. Taped off the gas door real good. Use some fine line around the outer edge. And I'm going to show you what I do to take off this emblem. I'm going to use some fishing line and heat. So let's see what we got. Just going to heat it up a little bit. Take some fishing line. Sometimes it breaks, but heat I think helps it quite a bit. This is some old line. Okay. Yeah, this is some old leaky line. Don't want to scratch the paint. Smoke out of here. On the other end. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Just keep using it here. Just don't lose the end. Oh, come on. It's alright, bud. Yeah, this line don't last long, that's for sure. But definitely don't want to scratch the tank. Come on. Don't want to pry the emblem into bending it, so there we go. Got that done. Didn't hurt the emblem any. I'm sure that's about 50 bucks for that. Just gonna have to cut off the old double face and put new stuff on. I'm just gonna set it out here for now. Now I'm going to use this eraser wheel. I'm going to take this adhesive off, but I'm not going to do it in the shop here. I'm going to do it outside. So I'm going to have to edit this little part out, but you get the idea. Alright, got that done. I'll show you. Basically just took the eraser wheel and took that double face off. So that's what you got after the fact. That's just sticky stuff. Now I'm going to take some wax and grease remover on that and get that part of it off, and maybe wax and grease the whole part that I'm going to be working with. And we'll do that now. Here's my boy. Here's my bud. Hey bud. It's out of the camera there. Alright. Here we go. I'm going to do some wax and grease on that. Throw some gloves on. Paper towel. I'm taking wax and grease over the areas that I'm going to be painting here. Get any wax off that could be on there. They always recommend wax and greasing before sanding. So, a couple of little marks, but nothing from the fishing line. It's just, probably from the emblem or whatever, but that'll be fine because it'll be covered once you stick it back on, obviously. So, looks like we got that taken care of, wax and grease done. Now I'm just going to take a little 320 wet and dry on a block, kind of a softer block. I'm just going to concentrate on that scratch. Kind of go in a circular motion. Take it slow. Got some soapy water here. A rag. That scratch wasn't that deep, so I'm not going to get real carried away and have to prime it and all that. I think I can, if it doesn't go down to the bare metal, which I don't think it will, I think I can just get by with wet sanding it here, just keeping the area as small as I can. And basing it and clearing it. Done deal. It's pretty much coming out already. I'll show you what I got when I get her done here. That's pretty much out of there right now. A little bit here. So yeah, I got 320 and I'm out of 400 unfortunately, so I'm going to jump right now to 600. Keep everything small, but make sure I cover the scratch. So I'm going a little more than the 320 scratches. And using 600. You can pretty much tell where the scratches are just by walking, looking at it. When it dries, you can see it. So I'm thinking we're pretty good. Thinking we're real good. I'm going to show you what we got just right here. Oh, I still see a little bit of the scratch. So I'll go a little more 320. Just a little bit. Base coat would cover it, I'm sure. But I'm going to be on the safe side. Couldn't really see it until it was totally dry. Using wet and dry because I want to keep the dust down. I never blow in here. Vacuum only. Dust, whatever I'm working with. If I have to blow, it's all outside. Or vacuum. It's winter time, obviously. I'm in Minnesota, Duluth, Minnesota, so I'm not really working outside these days. So if I do any body work, it's all with the vacuum blocks and everything with vacuum. So, and then if I have to, I take the whole car out, blow it out outside or whatever I'm doing, and bring it back in quick before it gets too cold. So I'm going to show you what we got. So that scratch is pretty much out of there. And there's your 600 on the outside. That's just residue. And now after I'm done here, now I'm going to 1,000 it. 1,000 the whole area that I'm going to work, but I'm going to tape it off right here, straight across all the way down. Because there's an actual applique that goes right there. And this is called Vivid Black, no metallic, and so it should be okay just painting half the tank. So like I said, I already 600'd it. Now I'm going to 1,000 it, but I'm gonna run a tape line there just so I don't get over the other side there. So just run a tape line, keep it clean. Just going to run a quick one, not going to get carried away, just kind of find the center here. It doesn't have to be perfect by no means, it's all covered. Just going to have to, just a guide. Try not to sand anything that's not going to get painted. So I'm just going to tape off what I can quick. And I'm going to end up sanding this little area here because you don't want to see any tape lines on this because I think you're going to be able to see this part. So I'll just give all this a quick scuff on the outside and then back tape. Have the tape sticking out here. But paint this. So I'm okay there. I'm just going to give that a quick scuff. And there's a weld line right here. All the way. So I'm going to take a fine line tape on the back side of that. I'm going to do that right now. That way we're not going to get any paint on in here, overspray. It's all going to be right here, but you're not going to see that anyway. So I'm going to do that quick. Put that right here. Gently as I can. Pull that a little more. Get the tape back up here. Now there's gas left in here, so I don't want to get too carried away. So I'm just going to very gingerly get some. Hopefully I can. It's going to be kind of tough. Be careful. Yeah, there's just a weld here, so not going to see a whole lot of anything right there. So now I'm just going to take a little 1000 by hand. Take 1000, and then I'm going to go back over it with a scuff pad, gray, which is basically 1000, I say. And that'll get in all these little edges and get around all this stuff where the sandpaper won't. So I got some 1000 here. Just going to do the sides and what I can do for now. Do that little guy sticking out. And try to keep water away from that tape there if I can help it. Just bring the sandpaper right up to the tape. Gonna go over this 1000 or 600 good. And if I can still see something right here when I'm basing, I'll be able to sand it out. So it's a win-win. Probably use 1000 if that's the case. You don't want to do anything too harsh on the base coat. You've got to make sure it's dry though, of course. Otherwise you will tear it, I suppose you'd call it. So yeah, now I'm just going to bring 1000 right up to that weld line the best I can. Not going to go beyond it. And now I'm going to take, actually we'll just double check here, just make sure. Go around this outer edge where I taped. Now I'm going to grab the gray scuffy, a little water. Might as well just do under here first. kind of get right on that tape line. Get on all the get under here really good. Just gonna get this edge, I'm back taping it, and come around there good. Gonna get just around the edge here, because I'm gonna be back taping that. Gonna get this deal good. Little mount, sanding up to the tape. I like to go in a circular motion too. I don't know. Either way, straight or circular, whatever you prefer. And then I'm just going to paint half of this mounting bracket. Get in there the best you can. Maybe kind of roll it up a little bit. You've got to go, kind of got to go up in there. Just do the best you can. I mean, you're not going to be able to sand up in there, but, you know, perfectly, but just do the best you can. That's all you can do. Make sure you get around here, around the gas area good. I like to just keep everything wet. If you don't, if you let it dry, it's like, ugh, it's like paste. Not good. So here's that bracket, just kind of going on everywhere you can go. Get inside of that weld if you can. Okay, looks like we got it. So now I got my microfiber. Can dry everything off now before it gets all pasty and icky. Just makes more work. Keep hands clean. Kind of get under here. And just get everywhere you sand it just so it's nice. Otherwise, like I said, just that water just turns to paste. Now you can kind of see where you missed or whatever, and you know, if you want to touch it up, touch it up. Get all the spots that are shiny. You don't want any shiny spots. And this whole piece right here is covered, so there ain't gonna be any issues. So I want to make sure it's as good as you can get it. Yeah, I see a little something going on right here. So I'm going to hit that with maybe some 600. Almost looks like another little mar in the clear coat that they didn't see. So let's see if we can get that sanded off. Let's see. Something on right there. Okay, well, looks like we're ready to roll here. Now I'm just gonna untape the blue. Get something permanent going there. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I got a little metal clip here. Let me show you that. I'm going to pluck this out here because it's kind of in my way. It's a little mounting clip. So you just take a screwdriver, lift up on this little tab, whoop, pulls it right out of there. Come right up. Now I'll be able to take that out super sweet. So now I'm going to start taping and getting ready to paint. Just going to tape off the mounting tab here, it's in the way, so we'll get that taped off. I'm not going to worry about any of the other stuff, but I'll do this right now. I can do the water. Chocolate. Do have some cool masking stuff here. It's made by 3M. It's ready to paint, so it's user friendly. I'm going to probably give it a little, well actually, maybe we'll wait on this for a sec. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna have to shut off the camera just for a second and get this tank where I want it, and then we'll keep taping. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, put some poly on this stand here because we're gonna be using it when we paint the tank. So, put some poly over here. And a razor blade. Yeah, you don't want it loose. And so I'm going to tape it up good. I'm going to set the tank on there. Let it rip. Start taping it. It's going to be kind of tough because there's gas in there, but we'll figure it out. Chocolate. Yeah, just gonna tape it up as snug as we can. And worry about the rest later here. anything flapping around because you're going to be blowing it with air, you know. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to redo this part, but I'd like to try to hold this up somehow, so what are we going to use? I think I'm going to use a blue. Buddy. It's okay, bud. Got some snowmobilers coming through. Just down the road. Yeah, like I say, you're not gonna see this down here anyway. So I'm not gonna get too carried away with it. And now we're going to take this fine line here, or this 2-inch, and just back tape it right here. Get it up in there as close as you can. Yeah, pretty awkward there. Yep, so we got this exposed. Because we're going to end up painting this little tab. I'm going to paint that tab. I'm going to tape it off here. I'm going to back tape over here. Okay. Tanks are kind of hard to work with. You just gotta think out of the box with them 9 times out of 10. See a little shiny spot here, so I'm gonna redo that. And now we're going to hopefully set this on here. Make sure it ain't gonna fall over. paints are awkward, man. It's almost like you have to build a stand for them. Let's see. Can you see what's going on over there? Yep. Alright, I'm going to bring us in a little closer here. Just so you can see. Usually I put a piece of baling wire or something from there to the bottom, but this ain't going anywhere. So now I'm going to use this masking, and we're going to probably just come right along here. And tape off the blue tape. This stuff's easy to work with, but you need a scissor to cut it. So I'm going to cut that much off. This is way better than masking paper. So now we're going to, since how we got this covered, we're good. Now I'm going to take, just bring it right, through here. Come down my center line. Get under there, under that clip deal as best I can, which almost perfect in there. Just staying right on the sanded line. Gonna bring it around that tab, down just a little bit, cut it. Like I say, this stuff is awesome. Made by 3M. They got different sizes too. This is great for priming, painting, whatever. I use it pretty much all the time now. Just got to fasten it up. Start at one end and work your way around. Just make sure you ain't got any holes in it. So I just kind of tie it or tweak it around a little bit. Get a few pieces of tape on my pants just so it's easy to work with. Just make sure it's not loose and flopping around. And you're good to go. Like I say, just double check, make sure you ain't got anything like right here, got a little hole going on there. Just gonna use a little tape. Little hole there. tight. That is good to go. Okay, I'm going to shut the camera off just for a sec. And I'm going to kind of move a few things around, and I'm going to come back in. We're going to put some wax and grease on it, clean it good, and start to base some black. So see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Gonna wax and grease, blow it off a little bit, put a little base on there, and watch, because I won't be able to top tape it with my mask on. So I'm gonna mask up and let her rip. Just watch and learn. You'll get the idea. Okay, base coat's on. I'm holding my breath right now, so I'm gonna shut off the camera, come back in about 20 minutes, and we're gonna clear it. Okay, I'm ready to clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear it. One coat, shut the camera off, come back in, clear it one more coat, and then I'll shut the camera off again, then I'll come back and we'll talk about how it turned out. Because it's too hard to talk when I'm painting, obviously, you can't breathe this crap, so that's what we're gonna do. And all I'm gonna do is tack it, clean my gun, put some clear in it, 4 to 1, and you'll see me put on a coat of clear. Here we go. Alrighty, got the painting done. Turned out pretty good. I'm gonna give you a little insight on it. There's my bud. He's hanging out, making sure I'm doing my job. So yeah, hopefully you can see it in the camera. It's sat for probably 24 hours now. All I gotta do now is untape it and deliver it. Customer's gonna buff this side of the tank. It's gonna put the applique back on it. I got the gas door, so I'll take care of that. And you know, there's always imperfections in painting, but this is very, very minute. Little 3000 maybe on a buffer, and give her a glaze and let her rip. But yeah, that's what she looks like. Hopefully you approve. So hope you like what you saw. Hope I taught you something. That's kind of why I want to make these videos, just so you can learn. Maybe you want to do it at home, obviously, and you know, anybody can do it. Just gotta get on it and know how to do it too. I like wet sanding. A lot of guys dry sand. I don't, because of the dust. I don't do any blowing in the shop. It's all vacuum. Everything I do is vacuum. I got vacuum blocks. You see, and I got the fresh air system, priming, whatever. You don't want to breathe this stuff. It's not good for you. So anyway, I'm going to end this video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. Click the bell, maybe a thumbs up, and I'll be making these videos on pretty much every job I do. So thank you very much, and you guys have a good day.